So welcome to the channel, friends. Hi, this is Amit here from QuickBooks Learning for beginners. This is the activity which we are doing is for the learning purpose. So the guys who are new to QuickBooks, they can see and they can learn from desktop QuickBooks. So the software which we have open right now is Intuit QuickBooks Enterprise Solutions 2 24.0. That's the desktop version of the QuickBooks. And what we are doing right now, we would be learning right now is transferring funds from one account to another, let's say from check-in to savings or savings to check-in. That's what the activity which we would be doing right now. And just to proceed further, make sure you check with the updates of the QuickBooks. You can do it from the help menu and click on auto, or maybe you can do the automatic updates as well, right? So that's what the feature you have to follow it first of all whenever you work on the in the QuickBooks, and accordingly we can proceed further. So there are two options we have it. One is either you can do the online transfer, but you have to log in from outside QuickBooks. Make sure if you do the online transfer of the funds from outside QuickBooks, logging to your bank account, entering your details, and you can do it from internet, right? That will not uh, transfer the funds within your company file or within your QuickBooks, right? So it's a different activity. It's not linked with your online banking. The money will be transferred only when bank to bank, only when you do it from the internet or from your phone. If you have a bank app on your phone, you can only transfer it from there. But here you have to do the manual entry within QuickBooks, right? How we can do is, where we can do that is we can go to the banking. First thing is, let's go and see the chart of accounts, and if we have those two accounts or three accounts. Oh, you can see that we have three bank accounts. One is check-in, one is savings, and one is petty cash. So these are the two banks, different banks, right? Which we will be using it for transferring the amount from one account to another. To start with, let's go and click on banking option here. And once we have the banking options, there we can go to the transfer funds window. So this window comes up where we can do the manual entry of transferring of funds. If you have the online banking activity enabled in the QuickBooks, you can you can see the amount automatically come up to your checking register, or if you have a bank feeds activated, you can download the transactions, and you don't have to do it manually in that case, right? You can simply transfer the amount from there, from the banking feature itself, right? So you can see that bank feeds, bank feed center. And when we click on the bank feed center, make sure you have the online banking activity enabled, right? Your bank should allow you to download the transactions, right? So this is just a sample file. We won't be able to download the transactions here. This is the option you have. Let's say if you have a American Express bank, here you can click on download transactions. So your download transactions will straight away come up to your QuickBooks, and you can manually input to your check register. So here we are doing it manual transfer. Let me just go and maximize it, and it's asking me to enter the date. How we have come to this window is we have gone to the banking menu, transfer funds, and let's go and put up the date here. So today is 18th October. We change the year, 18th. It says transfer funds from, so it is asking me to select the bank name. So there are three banks we are doing it from bank to bank, right? So that's checking account. We can do it from checking to checking, or savings to savings as well, or we can do it from savings, checking to savings, or savings to checking. So here we have checking account selected. So we can see the account balance on the, it's 58,342, right? That's the account balance of checking account. And that's the another bank is savings account is 17,910, right? That's the savings account. So if we want to, if we check that feature, it will allow us to see the transaction which we are doing through our app. It will directly come up here, the amount will be transferred here. So this is just a sample file, so we are just doing it for the practice purpose. It is asking for the transfer amount. Let's say the transfer amount is 1000, and memo, you can type any reference, like it's a fund transfer, let's say for tax purpose, for tax, yeah, that's fine. uh, there are options you have. Either you can save and close it. Save and close is where you can just close this window after saving it, or you can click on save and new. Save and new would be to once you close this, you can do another transaction, another transfer funds from another window, right? Let's go and click on save and close. It says you're transferring funds between two accounts, but the online fund transfer checkbox is not selected. This means that the transfer will occur only in your company file. You should continue only if you have already transferred the funds outside the QuickBooks, or if you plan to do so in the next future, right? That means that the amount which we are doing right now, transferring the amount which we are doing right now, is something which will not do it outside the QuickBooks, but it's within your company file. So let's go and click on OK. That's the manual transfer. We have done it. And just to verify that, we can go to the savings account, because the amount has been increased here. Let's go and select the date of today's date. That's the one. You can see that. So it has deposited the $1,000 to the account from the check-in. That's the check-in account, and that's the memo. You can see that. So the same way the other account will be deducted. And if we go and check the check-in account, the amount will be deducted from there itself with today's date. So that's the activity which we have done it within QuickBooks, and that's the simple way of doing it. Other way is you have to do it manually from the check register. You can simply click on here. You can just write down transfer here, and pay would be the name of your bank, and the account here, and the amount. So that would be the another way of doing the transfer funds. The one we have done is the easiest way of transferring the funds. On the other side, just to uh, close down this video, where there's an offer going on for QuickBooks online. If you buy the QuickBooks online subscription from my link, you will be getting a 30% discount for next 6 months, and extra 1 month would be free from that. And I will mention that in the description itself. You can get it from there. And also there's another option. If you subscribe, like, you will be getting more educational videos about QuickBooks and accounts. That would help to learn QuickBooks easily, right? Thank you very much. Please subscribe and like, and do comment for more topics to cover. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye.